Step number 3, plan your success. More tips on planning your success. Now, here's some more ideas for you when it comes to planning your success, such as the ideas come to you, no matter where you are, write them down, even on a paper napkin. Grab a stack and start writing. I've been at restaurants and done exactly that. Then I'll return to the office and enter those notes into the computer. You could also use your phone to take notes. I've been out jogging with my phone and stopped every 30 to 50 yards sometimes just to enter some great new idea into the phone for safekeeping. An hour later, after I return from my jog, I have so many notes already typed in. Wow. Do that 4 or 5 times a week, and you can imagine how fast your vision will come together in the form of your life or business plan. The possibilities are endless when you are an active participant in your life. There are no wasted opportunities when you are in control. Also, need a change of scenery to think or to clear your mind or to deliberate? At home or office, yeah, sure. There can be a lot going on around you that could interrupt your focus and flow of ideas coming out. Sometimes I leave my house or the office and I head to a favorite restaurant or a hotel lounge that's still serving during off-peak hours. I don't go during their busy hours. I go at like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. I'll also take advantage of the alone time to be served just a drink or a meal while I do my research, data entry, or journalize my plans. You appreciate the service and attention, but you also get some creative work done with minimal distraction. Or maybe go to a park or a beach or a lake or a river, per se, and just take a walk, maybe a bath or a shower, bike ride, or just take a drive somewhere, just drive anywhere, just to ruminate over new ideas. Bring your phone with you to take further notes. Also, if you use the computer to record notes, a simple text editor like Notepad or TextPad, OpenOffice, word processor, Microsoft Word, and of course Google Documents, which is what I've been using a lot lately, and telling my friends and clients to do the same. It's like a running joke between us, like, okay, Bart, so do I open a Google Doc? I said, yes. How did you know? Yes, let's open a Google Doc and start taking notes. Still, it's a good tool. And if you use your phone to take notes in the Google Doc, you can read your notes from the Google Doc on your phone, which is what I like too about that. You can't do that in Microsoft Word, or if you do something on your computer. I like to be able to look at my notes on the computer and on the phone. So that's what Google Documents is really good for. Now, another little trick sometimes is if I'm using a program that isn't connected to a Google Doc or something, I'll take those notes and then I'll email them to myself and then copy them and paste them into the Google Doc, okay, so that I can read them on both my phone or the computer. It's all up to you as to how you're taking your notes. And you might categorize these notes. Sections in these categories might include marketing, products, finances, book ideas, book titles, project ideas, project titles, domain name ideas, books to read, websites to visit, vendors and suppliers, etc. And or sort them in alphabetical order as well. Then, as you enter new notes, locate the appropriate section for filing and access. I've taken hundreds, if not thousands, of pages of new notes for books, and this system is extremely effective. You can copy whole sections into their respective chapters as placeholders, which is visually inspiring when you can just copy all this information that you accumulated in a particular section for, let's say, a book you're writing. I have a dream to write a book. Well, in chapter 2, I accumulated all these notes just for chapter 2 because they were organized by chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just go in, swipe, highlight, copy, paste it into the book program that I'm using to create the book, Adobe InDesign or Affinity Publisher. Bam, I start writing. Everything that you do, be extremely organized, and you will speed to that goal line so much faster. Also, is someone else doing what you ultimately want to do? Has someone already been where you want to go? Walk it backwards to find out how they got there. Read biographies of people you respect and admire. Watch and listen to in-depth interviews on TV or online, documentaries about their life, their success, their ups and downs. Find out what they did, what they sacrificed, and how they made it. True role models are people that not only inspire us, but have the qualities that we'd like to have. They can affect us in a highly positive way, Model their steps. Incorporate their genius into your plan. Also, be prepared to take notes in various formats, kind of like I talked about earlier, in your computer, on scratch paper, paper napkins, using your phone, via email, on the back of envelopes lying on your desk or table. Repeat after me. I will forget my great ideas if I don't write them down. It isn't that you might forget them. You possibly might, but it's the exact wording in that moment that came to you that you have to write down. The best time to write something down is in the moment, not later. In fact, here's a perfect example. There was a voiceover commercial that I had to do. I had to write a script for it. Well, for a couple of days, I was kind of throwing scripts around in my head because I knew I had a deadline. The deadline was a few days later, but I was rolling around and I came up with this really great line. The line went something like, "We don't care as long as you're there." What a cute line. It was very memorable, kind of rhymed. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget it. I'm serious. The brains do not work. Trust that notion right there. They do not work. We got to write stuff down. So there you go. Write it down in the moment that you have it. Stop where you are. Stop in your tracks. The best time to write anything down is in the moment. Yeah. Also, put on some of your favorite music that totally inspires you when devising your plan. You're working on your plan. Music can easily spark productivity. Music that pumps you up and makes you feel invincible. Music can be whatever you need it to be. Inspiring, motivating, mood enhancing, relaxing, and more. There isn't really a genre I would recommend to anyone per se. I have my own for my needs. What are your needs? What music moves you? A variety of artists work for me. But on the other hand, sometimes the sweet sound of silence also works best. I remember a friend of mine, he used to build my computers. And I'd say, "Hey, do you want me to put some music on?" And he said, "No, thanks. No music. It's okay." And I'm like, And it was the same question every time he'd come over to work on my computer. And it was the same answer. "No, it's okay. No, just I like the silence." And I thought about that. I'm like, silence. Yeah.